Do you want to feel more secure in your online ESL teaching job? Maybe you're craving stability because policies are always changing. Or have you ever wondered why so many teachers teach for more than one company? Well, if these are things that you've asked about or you've wanted, then this video is going to be really helpful for you because I'm going to cover my top 4 reasons of why you should teach online for more than one company. And at the end, I'm also going to share some companies that I recommend expanding with. So if that is something you're interested in, then stay tuned. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Danie, an online ESL teacher of 4 years who's helped hundreds of applicants teach online. I've also built my own e-commerce store aligned in the teacher community. This channel is dedicated to those who are wanting to teach online, thrive as online teachers, and then expand also to building their own businesses. So if that sounds like you, then hit the subscribe button and also click the bell so you can stay informed every time I upload a new video. Okay, so let's dive right into things. Here are my 4 reasons of why you should teach online for more than one company. The first reason that you should teach online for more than one company is that you can. So I know it seems really obvious. One is very short, but I get people asking me all the time, I can actually work for more than one company? Yes. So with most companies, when you're teaching ESL, you're an independent contractor. So you can double check with the contract that you signed, but like with big companies like VIPKID, Gogokid, Magic Ears, you are a contractor and you are definitely allowed to work for other companies. You can always double check, but with all the companies that I work for, I'm good to go because I'm an independent contractor, and so I can work for as many companies as I want. The second reason why you should teach for more than one company is because it creates so much more stability in your online teaching career, truly. I tell all my Gogokid referrals, after you've taught some classes and you feel like you've gotten it under your belt, then try and apply for another company as well, just because it really helps add stability for you. So I taught with VIPKID first, now I also teach with Gogokid, and that has allowed me to know that if something happens with Gogokid, you know, there's been this executive order. If you don't know about it, you can Google it, but if something happens with Gogokid, that's okay because I have another contract right now where I could immediately open classes with another company. So I have that sense of stability. So it is so helpful to work for more than one company. I really recommend it. I know that there are some teachers that literally teach for like 3 or 4 companies, and that's gonna be me soon because I've actually decided to apply to Outschool too, but I'll get into that in a second. The third reason why you should teach for more than one online company is because it allows you to get a feel for what platform you do best with. So like with some companies, it's one-on-one, they're 25-minute classes. With other companies, you are teaching to multiple students. So maybe you prefer just doing the one-on-one, but maybe you try out this other company and you really prefer teaching to a group of students. It's more engaging. Maybe you prefer to teach curriculums already made for you, or maybe you want to make your own curriculum. So these are good things to test out and try, and teaching for multiple companies really allows you to see where you belong and where you can thrive. And I really think you won't know until you actually teach those classes. So until you actually try out teaching multiple kids, until you try out teaching just one-on-one, really getting a feel for it, I don't think you'll know until you actually do it. So I think it can be worth going through multiple application processes in order to see what's the best fit for you and try out different classes with different companies. The fourth reason that you should teach online for more than one company is that you can actually leverage your base rate pay, which is something that has been really awesome for me and I know will be for you too. For example, you've worked with this company for a little bit. I've even had people that have worked with Gogokid for a month or two and they've been able to leverage that when they apply to Gogokid because you have experience now. What a lot of companies will do is when you apply, they'll say, what past experience do you have? Some will even ask you what base rate you're making and what you'd like to now be making with this new company. So for me, I worked with VIPKID for like 2 years before I applied to Gogokid. Well, my base rate pay is almost $2 higher with Gogokid because they saw my experience, they asked me what my base rate pay was and what I wanted to be making with them, and I was able to leverage my past experience with this other company, this new company I was adding on, and get better pay. So by adding another company, you can really kind of leverage and make more money and get higher base rate pays and use that experience to level up. Let me know in the comments below if any of these reasons have surprised you or motivated you to start teaching with another company, or maybe you added on a new company for other reasons. Let me know down below. Okay, now moving on to the next section of the video, I'm just going to briefly talk about some companies that you could expand with if you are ready to add on another company. A quick note, if you are looking to apply for an ESL company and you aren't sure what you'll need to start teaching, I have a list of all my classroom essentials that you can find on my website. You can click the link that's in the corner of this video to check that out. Okay, so here's a list of some companies that I either work for or have friends that work for that I recommend to you, or that companies that you can keep in mind when looking to expand. The first company I want to talk about is VIPKID. VIPKID. They've been around for a while. They're a very large company. Classes are one-on-one with VIPKID, and it's a huge community, so it could be a great company to look into. Another company that's very similar to VIPKID is called Gogokid. I spend most of my time with Gogokid. I have found that they generally have a higher base rate pay than VIPKID, but that's sort of leveled out recently. I'm obsessed with the curriculum with Gogokid, and I've been teaching with them for the past about 2 years. If you're interested in applying to Gogokid, I have tons of resources on it. You can check out these videos that take you through the application process. You can also join my Facebook group, which is called the Gogokid Hiring Guide, and you can join that and talk to other people that are applying right now as well. Okay, another company that I recommend that I don't work for, but my client that I'm coaching right now works for, is Magic Ears. And with Magic Ears, you're able to teach multiple students at once. They also have a more lenient cancellation policy, so if that's something that interests you, then that could be a great company to check out as well. The last company I want to recommend is called Outschool, and this actually is not an ESL platform. You make your own curriculum and you teach kids in America. So you're not teaching ESL. You can make classes on pretty much anything. You set your own rates. So it's really interesting. I have never worked for Outschool, but after having Lisa on my YouTube channel last week, she inspired me to apply, and I am actually going to be documenting my experience applying to Outschool. If that's something that interests you, then stay tuned, because that's going to be my video next week, as long as my application gets approved. So we'll see, but if not, I will keep you informed on my Instagram, Hey Danie J. Quick interruption, plot twist. I put in my application for Outschool and it got accepted within 3 hours. So that video is coming super soon. Also, yes, that is a Squishmallow that I bought at Costco for $9 to go get one. Okay, let's go back to the video. Now, at this point in the video, you've learned why you should teach online for more than one company, because you can. It adds stability. You can figure out where you're really going to thrive, in what setting, and also how you can leverage your base rate pay by working for multiple companies. Also, I hope you have a good general idea of some companies that you can look to expand with. While you wait for next week's video, I post lots of videos on Gogokid, ESL, and entrepreneurship and how they go together on my YouTube channel, so be sure to check out these videos. I hope you have an amazing day, and I just want to remind you that you are unique and you have something to offer to the world, whether that's in ESL or in entrepreneurship, and I just wish you all the best in your journey. All right, see you next time.